Hello everybody and welcome to Free Flow Friday. And I'm here today with Judella, who's right now, she's fine.
Hello!
She's 9 years old and we're gonna do a little case study with her. And this is Jessica, who's her grandmother, right?
Yes.
Oma. And Judella, obviously we're in Amsterdam, but Judella speaks English very well, so we will talk about her in English. So can you tell me a little bit what is going on with you? Like sometimes something is bothering you and I would like to explore why that is going on.
My lungs are not really good. I'm not breathing well, but it's going good. But if I'm hard doing something, I can get not good breathing. Then my lungs are.
So do they sometimes say asthma?
Yes.
So grandma come in a little bit too. Yeah. So sometimes
Staat
they
erop
call
hoor.
it asthma, which has to do with the lungs. And so that's definitely something we're going to take a look at because the lungs help everything. And so whatever other projects she has, the lungs are going to help it. So why don't you give a little bit of background about Judella, just about her, you know, what's been going on?
In England.
In
Can I
Nederland.
help you?
Oh, she's going to translate for her grandma.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Dharma?
My dorms?
Her intestines.
Yes.
Her intestines. And so when I took a look at Judella, let me just, one of the first things that I saw is that she's very full here. And if we look at the large intestine pathway, which is, I'm going to show it to you. Yeah, if you take a look at the pathway, you see, if you look at the stomach energy and the large intestine, you see that that very much goes around here. So when you just take a look at
Oh,
her...
the sound is very low, zegt iemand.
Okay, we're going to just fix the sound. I put it up.
Ja, hij staat helemaal omhoog nu.
Ja?
Ja.
Okay, maybe put it a little closer then. Or maybe they have to turn up their sound. All right, just sit down for another moment. So you see the fullness here. Sit down. Sit. That's it. You see the fullness in here. That's large intestine. So she has some large intestine projects, and you see that manifest here. So one of the things I'm gonna show Jessica is large intestine. The first step of the large intestine, which is here in the art of Jinshin, which Jessica works with, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to show you, you're going to hold one of her shoulders, Jessica, on this side, and her index finger. So that's the first one that is very important for Judella because also she has some large intestine issues. I guess she gets constipated when she can't go to the bathroom.
Yes.
It's hard for her to go to the bathroom. So large intestine is the descending part of depth 2. Lung is the ascending part and large intestine is the descending part. So those two are connected. And you need to like exhale, uitademen. Yes, yes. So another one that's very important for her is the 22s because you told me that you have something else sometimes that's bothering you. Yeah, just switch your hands around. Yeah. Yeah. What else is bothering you sometimes?
My allergic.
And you're allergic to what?
Peanuts, eggs, a lot of salt.
And then when you have an allergic reaction, what happens?
With peanuts, my
What happens? Je zoekt het woord.
yeah.
She's looking for the word. Her throat.
Yes.
Throat will close. So I'm feeling here her 22, and that's very, very tight in there. Doet dat een beetje pijn? Beetje gevoelig hier?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very tender on her. So as I'm holding, the correct way to do large intestine, by the way, is this one. So you would hold this side, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So that's the correct way to do it, because we have a really educated community here. We just want our correct way. So as I'm holding her 11, I feel some tightness in there. And then 22, I just place my thumb in the 22. So if you have that again, where you feel your throat is closing, you can place your hand right here. So show me how you would do that. Place your hand, put your hand here. That's right. So right in there. And that will help to open up the throat.
Will that help?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, we're gonna see.
Moet ik een pin geven?
No!
What?
Ik zei, moet ik een pin geven?
You want me in the hospital.
No.
No, because you know when you do have it, and you feel actually it's already getting much softer just by holding it. Do you feel that? It's a little less tender. You feel that?
It's a little painful.
It's still a little painful, but from my end, it's really opening up already, and that's very important if she has an allergic reaction. Okay. Then another thing that I would like to show Judella for herself, and you know just got this little book here that just.
Too small. It's really small.
It is small, but it's really handy. Like if you go to school again, you can throw it in your backpack and you can just carry it around with you. And I think you can read it, the illustrations. Those are not too small. So it says, what does it say here? This one.
Breathing.
And what do you do for breathing? Show me.
Use this.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. Yeah. So you can really put your thumb like right in there. Put your fingers around.
Like
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Like that. So your upper arms, and you're going to hold your upper arms, and it's really going to open up the chest line. So Jessica, you can do that too when she has breathing projects, when it's coming up, or she has asthma, then this is really going to help. Now another thing that's very effective, there's this one here and I'm going to ask you to read this to me. What does this say? Yeah, good. And that's hard to read because of the TH. In Dutch we don't have that. So it's called asthma. In Dutch we say asthma.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yes.
can you see this is asthma?
Yes.
Yeah? So it's spelled a little bit different. So one of the things you can do is hold your,
Ring finger.
you can hold your ring finger. So can you hold your ring finger? Hold your ring finger for a moment. Which one is your ring finger?
This one.
Yeah, so that helps breathing as well. Okay, so you can hold your ring finger a lot when you're just sitting watching TV, because you're helping the energy to stay open in your body, and then you will get that less. You understand how that works? It's kind of preventative. Yeah, okay. So there's another one that I would like to teach you, and that is this one. Can you do this from the picture? I'm going to just show it, which one I'm
Like
showing.
this?
Yeah, and then, very good. This hand goes to this one. Yeah, so yeah, if you can just lift her leg up. Oh, sit on here for a minute. Yeah, sit all the way up. Yeah,
What is this?
yeah.
Sitting really hard.
Ja, ga er maar even op zitten.
It is slippy.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so hold your upper arm, and yes, that's right. Yes. Okay. So, yes, so here you're helping this side of the lungs, and then you're bringing this here, you're giving it a place to go. Does that make sense? So if the energy is stuck up here, you want it to go down, and by holding the inside of the knee here, you give it a place to go. So, yeah, just like that. So that's going to help the lungs as well. So let's just have a quick review of things that I taught you. And one of them is this, for if you have a hard time and you feel your throat is closing. Yeah, you can hold here. So just go along with me.
Yes?
Yes, yeah. Right, yes, that's right. So we're holding SEL's 22. Yeah, and that's also good for you, for it helps the thyroid. So the 22s are very important for the thyroid. And I think that will be good for her too, so that she won't develop any thyroid issues. Yes?
But I don't know how to feel that it's closing, because my first allergy was when I was 2, but I don't know how to feel them. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it would really just be like if it happens today. If you feel, then you can help yourself right in the moment and hold this. And so for the lungs, we had this one,
Yes.
right? Good.
It's like
Just like that. And then one more, if you hold this arm and put one hand here. Yes, so that's very good. Okay, very good. And now I just wanted to take a look at your body. So if you could just lie down on the table. And then Jessica, you can talk a little bit more about, if you can just lie down. Then we're just going to take a look at the body. We're going to do some body reading. All right, so just put your body on the table. There. Good. All the way like that. And let me see. So Jessica, tell me a little bit about what happened to her when she was young and all of that.
She was 2 years old, she said.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
She had the allergy.
That started when she was 2. Or
Yes.
that's when
I
you started.
eat Skippy.
Pinda.
She likes
nuts.
peanut butter.
Ja,
Yeah, peanut butter. Pindakaas.
pindakaas. En heeft ze allergisch gekregen, dat wisten we niet.
Mm-hmm.
Toen zijn we naar het ziekenhuis gegaan en daar zijn we erachter gekomen dat ze allergisch is.
Ja.
En, maar ze had al bij de geboorte allergie, maar dat wisten we niet.
Ja.
Ze kreeg heel veel rode vlekken in haar gezicht, eczeem.
Mm-hmm.
En van heel veel ziekenhuis kregen we hormonensalve.
So she got a hormone salve when she was very young.
2 years old.
When she was 2 years old. So we definitely have to go back to age 0 to 3, and that has to do with umbilicus energy. So umbilicus flow will be very good for her, the ages 0 to 3. And yeah, these 22s are really talking to me a lot. So that's really how I do go about it, in just reading the body and seeing how full this is. So what I see is these tight 22s. I see a lot of fullness here, which is stomach and large intestine. And that just really reminds me, for the people who are a little bit more advanced, of the surface flow. So I would definitely, for her, work with the 13 sequence, and that is in the core. And I'm just gonna do the first step. That's very good. Ja, gewoon relax. Ja? Ja, hartstikke goed. So we put one hand on T5 here on the back, which is very full. Jessica, just if you can just come around. I'm just gonna let you feel it. Ja, jij kan gewoon lekker ontspannen, oké? Dus als je je hand doet precies waar je het zit, you feel that it's kind of full in there? And breathe, Jessica, you breathe also.
Yeah.
Do you feel it's kind of full? Yes. Alright, so that, and then you put your other hand here. And that's also, doet dat een beetje pijn? A little bit tender? So that's also a little bit tender. Yeah. So I think this is a really good flow. If you don't have the textbook to core yet, you can practice large intestine and stomach flow on her. You can do always the first step of the flow, so you can take the first step of the large intestine flow, but this would be very good for her. So this is going to help the breathing, it's going to help the large intestine.
I have a question
the stomach
here.
flow.
Full cheeks can also be related to SEL9, right?
Full cheeks and SEL9. Can you ask why they say that? or Lola. We miss you, Lola, by the way. She is 9 years old, and full cheeks also have to do with stomach flow, because stomach flow begins here and large intestine ends there. So stomach and large intestine, and it's very much her project. She has these allergies, depth 1, and also you said that her skin...
Yes, it's dry and...
Jij kan daar gaan zitten. Ja. Heb jij maar verder. Hartstikke goed.
En dan heb ik nog een vraag. Has she had sadness in her lungs?
Wat is dat?
Verdriet.
Ja, best wel, ja.
Van wat?
Ja.
She says yes. Yeah, I mean...
Je mag zeggen.
Yeah, so she was very clear about that. Yeah? So there has been some sadness in her life. So yes, lung and large intestine have to do with the emotion of sadness and grief. So if there has been sadness in your life, then the lung and large intestine flow will have an effect. So that definitely has something to do with it. Yeah. And also, you were telling me about her parents, there's a part genetic.
Ja,
Yeah?
de moeder en de vader.
Both her mother and her father, they had what?
Joanne, de moeder heeft eczeem.
Eczema,
Ja.
so deep skin, depth 2,
En haar vader heeft ook...
and her dad also had a similar. So there is definitely a genetic component, and so then we would look at the left side of her body, and if I look here right now, then this side does seem to be a little bit fuller. I'm sorry, I'm poking her. So I'm just gonna listen. Yeah, the right side really feels... Jessica, you wanna listen? The right side is really overcompensating a little bit for the left side. The left side feels more empty. And I'm just gonna check her... Yeah, her left side, her left 11, dit doet een beetje pijn, is definitely more tender. So there is, you can feel that there is a genetic component. So, all right, Jessica, if you want to write down, and you know your things, right? And we'll go over it later one more time, what you can do. First step of the large intestine flow. First step of the stomach flow. And of course you can do the whole flow, but we know that the first step of the flow is the facilitator and gets the whole thing moving. And the 13 sequence, which I will show you. So Jessica also works with my dad, and so she's been practicing with me every day. So she's really going to get a hang of it. So yeah, I would start with the 13 sequence on her. And then for the self-help, you would do this. Die weet je zelf dan. Dit en dit. Zo. And this. And opening up to 22s. You can also hold 11 and 22. Jessica, if you want to just hold it. And is there any more specific questions?
11 and 20.
Yeah, 11 and 22. That's for breathing, and also in an emergency that's very helpful. Yeah, and then I just wanted to show just one more if she really has like a huge reaction with an emergency. Like what's really helpful also is the little toe and the sole of the foot. And that also feels full, and that also helps the skin. Okay, because Jessica said her skin is very soft after the hormonal medicine that she received. And I think we're ready to finish here. And Judella, just get up for a moment. Oh, she's also like sleeping now. And thank you so much. It was really nice to have you. And Jessica, thank you so much. And Judella, will you say bye to everybody in New York? Say bye to everybody in the US and everywhere from all over the world. Yeah? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.